Stray Kids Dance Tutorials channel. My name is Gabriel, and today I'll be teaching the intro, pre-chorus, chorus, and then part of verse 2 for Stray Kids' first comeback, My Pace. I already got my first I Am Crew album, and I'm super excited. And then this tutorial will be using the official dance practice video as reference. The timestamps for this tutorial will be down in the description below, and remember to stretch before and after you dance so you avoid injury. So this whole song is very energetic and fast-paced, and just kind of having fun and doing your own thing is Stray Kids' message for us in this song. So we're going to start in the intro at the very beginning. So they're all going to be sitting on the floor for the intro, and for this very first part we're going to be following Changbin. So Changbin is going to start on the ground with his legs pointed to the left diagonal, and then there'll be 16 counts of just the electric guitar playing the riff, the na-na-na-na riff. And so you can kind of just start with your head down, not moving, then they start moving around a little bit. And that's going to last for 16 counts, just kind of chilling on the floor. And then if you want to lip sync Changbin's part in the beginning, he does a kind of throat clearing part on count 7, so you can kind of listen for that and copy that. Then when Changbin starts singing, he kind of does some freestyle. So now in the dance practice video, he does the little shimmy hands, but you can kind of just do whatever pose you want and just have fun with it. And then this is where they'll start to do the point choreo of this dance, which I'll just run over right now because it's simple and they want it to be very catchy. So you basically have your hands on your knees, then your hands will go to your shoulders and cross on your chest. So usually their right is over their left. And then your hands will kind of go out to your chest with your elbows to your sides. Sometimes the members have it right on their shoulders, but it's more natural to just have it on your chest. And then the fourth move, you just clap your hands together. Sometimes it's above their head, sometimes it's in front of their face, so you can just kind of wherever is natural for you. So you put your hands on your knees, then you cross, then your hands on your chest, then you clap. So those 4 moves, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. So when Changbin's starting to get up, he's on the floor, and then he's gonna, on count 8, start to get up. So you kind of are still facing the front, but you're getting up. You hit your knees on 1, on 2, you cross, and then on 3, you're already standing up. So 3, hands on your chest, 4, clap in front of your face, and then on 5, Changbin's gonna kind of do a slingshot move, where your left arm will kind of go out to the front, and your right arm will pull back. But this is very fast, it's just 1 move, and then your hands go down. And then the slingshot is kind of gonna go straight in front of your face too. So your left arm will go straight out and then down. And when you do that move on 5, the slingshot, you'll also kind of bend your knees and turn your body a little bit more towards the right and then lean back. So it'll look like clap and then hit and down. Then we'll just keep moving with the music, just freestyling for the rest of that 8 count. So just to review real quick, at count 8, start to get up, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so moving on, this is the part of the intro where Changbin starts singing in a higher pitch. And then now we're going to be following Felix. And so here, this is where they do the other part of the point choreo for this dance. And so the hands for this are pretty easy as well. This is the little segment that they usually teach on show interviews and other times. So your hands will always be in these sort of little gun things with 2 fingers. And so on 1, your right hand will hit down and cross your body towards the left. And then on 2, your left hand will cross over and hit to the right. Then on 3, you bring your right hand up, so it's facing the front. And then on 4, your left hand goes up. So that 4 counts, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's pretty simple, and they'll use that a lot throughout the rest of the dance as well. And then while you do those 4 moves, the legs for this are just jumping left, right. And so you want to just jump on your left with your weight is on your left side and your right leg is straight. And then you'll jump onto your right, and then left, and then right. So together with the hands and the feet, that's going to look like 1, 2, 3, 4. And they don't really turn their body with their hips as much when they jump. It's just kind of more still facing the front, but they're moving side to side. So we're here on 4 we jumped up to the right, and then on 4 and, this is where they do the really fast steps part. And so here your feet are going to move really quickly, and they'll still kind of stay in the same area, but it'll be very fast movements. So on 4 and, your left leg is going to step in a little bit very quickly, and then just to break down the rest of the legs, on 5, your left foot will be kind of on your toe, and your left knee will be out. Then 5 and, it steps down. Then 6, you do the same with your right, so your right knee is out, and your right toe is on the ground with your heels up. Then 6 and, you step down. Then 7, you step on your left. And so really slowly, it looks like 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. And then these little steps are very fast. So the main thing is that you just want to emphasize that your knee is going out, and then you step, knee out, and step. So on 7, you're going to drag your right foot in, and then on 8, you kind of end with your knees down a little bit. And then while you do those fast legs, your arms are still up and facing the front, and then your head is going to do some head movements. And then on 5, when you step out to the left, your head will kind of hit to the left a little bit as well. 5 and then your head will hit to the right and bob a little bit on 6. And then on 7, your head will hit a little bit more to the left, and then as you drag your foot in as well. And 7 is kind of like the main head bobble part, so the first 2 head bobbles are a little bit smaller, but then you really want to emphasize the one on 7 to go back and forth. And then when your knees are down, you'll also hit your knees with your hands, and then your head will look down. So really slowly, those 8 counts, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. So we're here, we hit our knees on 8, and now they're going to do the same, this progression again. And while they do that, they're going to take 4 steps. So only Chan and Felix do this part, and they use different legs to take their steps, but it's easier if you start stepping with your right foot. So we're going to go right, left, on 1, 2, 3, 4. And while they do that, they do progression, and then they're very extra about it, so just kind of really big, dramatic movements, just because the song is very high energy. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on 5, now they're going to do 4 kicks towards the front. So you just jump on your left foot, and your right foot is going to kick towards the front 4 times. So kick, 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 and while they do that, Chan and Felix are moving forward, and then all the other members are starting to get up. So while they do the first 3 kicks, your left hand is going to be kind of raised up in the air and just kind of in a natural curl position, like you're holding an egg. And then your right hand is going to be the same thing. You'll just kind of pump it back 3 times. So it's going to go 5, 6, 7, and then on 8, your left hand will go down, and your right hand will make that gun and throw it to the left, like you're about to start that progression. But this is just an extra move. Okay, so those 4 counts are just going to be jump, 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 hit. And then for this part, we're going to be following Hyunjin. So we're here, we kick to the front, and we hit with our right arm. Now this is where they do that hold down part. So they're going to just kind of kick with their legs out to the side pretty high. So you'll just do a step, jump on your left, and kick your right foot out, then kick your left foot out, then right, then left. And they kick to different heights. So Felix goes all the way almost parallel to the ground, like out there. But then some members, they kind of kick down here. So you can just kind of kick however high you're comfortable with. So they're going to do 4 kicks to the sides, and while they do that, they're just doing the same of this progression again, which we'll call the finger gun progression. So we jump 3 times, and then on 8, we'll hit, and then we'll hit again, and kick out to the right. So your right hand will hit twice in this part. So 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then after they do those 4 kicks to the sides, now they're going to do the alternating up, down part. And so what Hyunjin does, he's going to start out with his feet wide. So you did this, and then you're going to keep your arms up here again, keep the finger guns up, and you'll do kind of have your feet out wide, your knees bent, and go down. And then your feet come together, out, and feet together. So it's out, in for Hyunjin. And then while you do that, your head will kind of hit to the left with every time your feet move. So when you jump out, your head will hit the left, then left, left, then left. So it's kind of like your head is doing like a little zigzag So starting from that hold down part, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then after that, they're going to have another formation change, and Hyunjin is going to be facing the right corner, but the other half of the members will face the left corner. And then now they're going to do the knee, cross, shoulder, clap progression. And while they do that, their legs will keep going out, in, out, in. So knees, cross, shoulder, clap. Then on 5, Hyunjin's hands will go down to his waist area, and then your right foot will step out to the right with your knee bend, and then your body will kind of make a circle to the right and then down, so that you end up in this kind of squatting position, looking at the floor, and your weight is in the middle again. So this is 5, 6, by 7, you're down here, and then on 8, they just stand up and face the front and get ready for the verse. So real quick, that hold down part, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then that's the whole intro. So let's go back to the very beginning and kind of walk through it. And then we'll add counts and then also add music. Okay, so we're gonna start here on the floor. If you wanna start from the very beginning. So this is where the guitar's playing. Just kind of have your head down. Then you can kind of start moving a little bit. Then Changbin starts singing. You can kind of freestyle, dance, or you can do his shimmy hands that he does in the dance practice. You get up, then you do knees, cross, shoulder, clap, hip to the front, and then you can go jump, 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 and then out, step, out, and drag your foot in. And then to your knees, then your heels again and step, cross, shoulder, clap, pump, 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 then hit, and then kick, 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 jump out, in, and then you do the knees, cross, shoulder, up, down side, back down, and let go. Okay, so now we're going to kind of go over that with counts. So you're here on the ground for 16 counts. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, where you start singing. And then 8, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now let's do that part with 80, 90, and then 100% speed with music. Then with music, we're just going to skip the very first part for 80 and 90% speed just because they're just kind of chilling on the floor and not really doing action moves. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Na 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 아 이게 아닌데 na 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 Now Gregory, let's go! 걔처럼 되고 싶어 부러워.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to the pre-chorus, and this is where Ian is starting to sing. And here we'll be following Hyunjin. And so on 7, 8, your hands will make a circle clockwise and then end up over your pelvis area. Then on 1, 2, you're going to tilt your head to the right slowly. And then on 3 and, you're going to rotate your left shoulder to the right as well. And then you'll move your left shoulder after Ian starts singing Mod. And while you do that, you'll kind of start to bend your left knee in a little bit too. So you'll tilt your head, wait until you hear Mod, and then move your shoulder. And then on count 5, you're going to bend down, and your left hand will go out to the back so that it's kind of parallel with the ground. So you're making a flat line with your left arm, and then your head is kind of looking at the ground. And this is where Ian sings yeah, or something like that. And then on 7, you're going to go down to the floor, so your left knee is on the floor, your head is looking to the right, and then Hyunjin has his right arm on the ground, but since it's kind of hard to do it like this, you can just have it down by your side like Chan does. And Hyunjin and Chan are the only 2 members going down at this part. Everyone else stays standing. And where you go down onto the ground is where Ian says the word pul, so you can also listen for that in the lyrics. So here on 7, and then on 8 and, we're going to do 2 head pegs. So just kind of bob your head towards the front, and this is the part that kind of looks like chickens or something. So you'll just do 2 quick pegs on 8 and then moving on count 1 and, you're going to turn to the left, and so your left arm is going to make a quick circle in and then kind of a slow circle. So it'll be like quick and then slowly drag it in. And while you do that, your head will look down to the left, and you're going to swivel your knees so you're facing the left as well. So that's 1 and 2, and then you also kind of bring your right shoulder in a little bit too, like this. And then you just want to end up so that your left hand is kind of pointing to the left after you do this. And then this motion is also very fluid, so you want to try and make it look pretty smooth. So it's 1 and 2, 3, and then on 4, let's take it up, and 5, Hyunjin is going to step out to the right and drag his left foot in, and then his right hand is pointing to the ceiling, and it's going to drag from above his head down to his mouth area. And then when you step out to the right, your left hand can kind of just be down by your side or on your waist. And then after that, they'll just take 2 steps to change formations. So just briefly reviewing those first 2 8 counts, it's going to be 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So after you take 2 steps, now we're going to be following Lino in this part. And this is Lino's solo as well. So these first 3 steps in your legs, you're going to jump onto your left, right, and left. And when you jump, your other leg will kind of be in the back. So we'll jump on the left, and your right's in the back, then jump into the right, and then back on the left. And so for the hands for that, you'll kind of start like this. So you'll kind of twist so that you're kind of running like this. So your right arm is in front. And then when you go to the right leg on 2, then you switch. Then 2 and, you're going to prep your right arm because you're going to point next. So 2 and then on 3, you're back on your left leg, and you point with your right hand towards the front, and your left arm can just be kind of down. And in the lyrics, this is where Lino says ga, so you can also listen to ka. This is 3, and then on 4 is where you're going to get ready to twist. So you'll jump out so that your right leg is kind of to the left, and your left leg is to the right. And so your hips should be kind of facing the left, but on your upper body, your hands will be kind of like around your head, like you're having a big hat, and then it'll still be facing forward. So you should be looking like this on 4. Then on 5, you spin to the left, and then on 6, you just jump, and you're facing the front again, and your arms can kind of throw down. And on 6 and, they'll wind up their right arm to get ready for a throw. And you can also raise your left foot to get ready to step. So 6 and 7. And then on 7, you'll step to the left, drag your right foot in, and then also throw your arm up towards the corner up there. So just those 8 counts real quick. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. So moving on, this is where Sungmin is going to start singing, and we're still following Lino in the video. So we just threw our arm, and then on 1, we're going to jump onto our right foot, and your arms are going to punch towards the right corner up there. So this is 1, and then on and, your left foot is starting to go down, and your hands will switch, so you're punching to the bottom left. 1 and 2. So on 2, your hands will kind of move in, so your left arm will bend in, and your right arm punches down towards your left waist. And then when you do that on 2, your left leg will step down as well. And then your body is also kind of turned to the left a little bit as well. So it looks like 1 and 2. And then on 3, you're going to pull your arms back out, so it'll look like back to where it was before. It's kind of like a jerking motion, so like you're pulling like over. And then while you do that, you'll also move your weight back onto your right leg and drag your right foot in. And Sungmin says, take your time. You know, so where you pull out your arms here, this is where he says take, so you can listen for that. And then on 3 and, your arms will kind of go down by your side a little bit. And then on 4, you'll jump onto your left foot and you raise your right leg so your knees in the air. And then your hands are going to be doing kind of a what pose or a W, so your palms are facing up. And where you raise your arms in the what pose, this is kind of around where someone says take your time. And then on 5, they'll step back and your arms will make a circle towards the middle and then end up with your palms facing out the ground. And then on 5, 6, your arms kind of stay down here and your right foot step down and then you'll drag your left foot back. And then on 7, 8, that's when they're going to get ready for the big jump in the chorus. So that last 8 count was 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. So let's walk through that whole pre-chorus, just walking through it, and then we'll do it with counts and then with music. So we're gonna start here, where I am singing. Make a circle with your hands, then tilt your head, then rotate your shoulder and go down, and then go all the way down and bring your left arm out. Then you hit the ground, and do 2 head pecks, and then turn to the left, and then get up and drag your right hand down. Then take 2 steps to change formation. Then Minho's part, you're going to jump a twist, and then point, and then twist again, spin, jump, and then throw your right arm, and jump and punch, switch, punch down, a lot more. And then raise your hands, and then circle them down, and then get ready to step for the chorus. So with counts, all of that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now we'll put that with music starting at 80% speed. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the chorus. And so for the chorus, we're still going to be following Lino. And then this whole chorus is also very aggressive and sharp, so you can just try and put a lot of energy into the moves. So here on 5, 6, we step back and we are dragging our left foot back. Then on 7, they'll have another formation change. And so you want it to be slightly angled towards the right. And then just kind of get ready for the jump with your hands by your sides, so you kind of bend your knees down a little bit. And this is where Chan says Pyrio, so you can listen for that lyric as well. So this is Pyrio, and then Opso is where they will jump in the air. And so when you jump, you just kind of want to jump as high as you can, but still within the beat. And so these are pretty high, but basically you just want to Basically, you just want to kind of bend your knees and have your foot try to hit your butt, but otherwise, that's it. Then also, when you jump, you'll cross their forearms above their head, like this. And the left is in front of the right, so you're just making an X like this. And so this is 7, 8, 1. And then on 1, this is where Chan says my, my pace. So when on my, with your hands are on your thighs and you're kind of bent down, squatting. And then your head is looking down as well. This is 1, my, and on 2, they'll jump onto the left foot and bring the right foot up. They'll just kind of move their way onto their left foot, but it doesn't actually leave the ground. And then their hands will kind of be around their chest area, ready to push out. This is 1, 2, and this is where he says pace. So this is my pace, and then on 3, your right foot will step down, and your arms will push out to the front, and your head will also be tilted to the right. So we're here on 3, and then on 4, your arms will kind of circle out. And then on 5, your arms will finish the circle by being straight back at your body, and your right foot will step down. And then when your arms are out, you're also looking towards the left side and down a little bit as well, and your body's a little bit bent over. So on 1, we land. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're gonna stomp on 1, 3, and 5. Those are the loud stomps. So we're here on 5, and then on 6, you're gonna jump onto your left foot, and your right foot will kick back out, and then your hands are kind of on your head like this, still looking at the left. And then on 7 and 8, your right foot will kind of graze the ground, kick, and then step back here, just kind of touching back here lightly. And while you do that, your right hand can kind of come down, and your left hand will make an L and kind of end up by your right shoulder. So we're here on 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so just those 8 counts from 7, 8. So it's 7, 8, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. And then on 1, your right foot will step out to the front and right a little bit, and your left arm will kind of come down to be back here. And then on 1 end, you'll kind of rotate your knee in so that it's facing more towards the left. So the count is 1 and. And then on 2, you'll have more weight on your left foot, and you'll bring your left hand up, and then also bring your left elbow back. So this is 1 and 2, and then on 3, this is their little like running motions. So you'll kind of shift back onto your right foot, and your left arm will run towards the front. And then on 4, your left foot will run, and your right arm comes up, so you're running. And then when you do that as well, you'll kind of kick your right foot back a little bit, because Lino is getting ready to step backwards for the next move. So that was 1 and 2, 3, 4. And then on 5, you'll step back and drag your left foot in. And then your hands are also down by your side when you're doing that. And then they're going to change formations. So now we're going to be following Felix actually, since Lino is in the back, so it's pretty hard to see him. So Felix is going to spin towards the left. So you can just do, this is 5, 6, so you just do 7, 8. So just step your left foot, then your right foot, turn around, and then by 1, you should be facing the front again. Okay, so just reviewing those 8 counts. So we kicked and stepped, and then we're here on 8. So we're going to do 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. So after you finish spinning to the left, you're going to kind of have more of your weight on your left foot, and this is where they're doing the flipping parts. So they're all doing this in different directions. But for Felix, he's going to stick his right arm out towards the left a little bit, and with his palm is facing the ground. And so you're kind of looking down and to the left. This is 1. Then on 1, 2, 3, you'll kind of move more towards the right a little bit, and your palm will flip face up and then face down. So it's like 1, 2, 3. Then on 4, your right hand will flip out to the right, so it's facing the front, and then you'll look forward as well. and then your weight should be more on your right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on 5, you'll kind of move back to the middle, and your fist will punch in. So your right hand will punch down, and you'll bring your left fist up. So this is 5, and then on 6, we're going to get ready for the arm throw. So you just kind of bring your elbows back. So your left hand is down to the left, and then the right hand is kind of like this, around your shoulder kind of. So this is 6, and then on 7, your feet will come in, and then you'll bend down and scoop up. So you're down on 7, and then by 8, you're back up, standing straight. So those 8 counts, that was, we're here on 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then moving on just to finish the chorus. Then on 1, you'll just kind of wait here, and then we'll do 2 really fast run motions, and that's on and 2. So you'll wait on 1, then 1 and, you're going to run onto your left foot, then run again on your right foot, and then on 3, your left foot will step down to the left, and your hands will raise up so they're kind of above your head. Then on 4, you bring your arms down, and then on 4 and, you'll raise your elbows up so you're winding up like this to get ready for another throw. Then on 5, your right elbow will kind of throw to the front like this. And when you do that, you're going to bring all your weight onto your right foot and raise your left foot up a little bit. And then you're also leaning a little to the right. So just to review, that was 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're here on 5. Then on 6, your left foot just steps down. You bring your right hand down. Then 6 and, your right foot will step down as well. 7, your left hand is going to kind of make a little circle or a little flourish and end up like this, with your hand is near your right shoulder. And then when you do that on 7, you'll also kind of raise your right foot up like this. Then on 8, your left hand is going to flick down, and as you flick down, you're going to do a short little hop, but you probably don't want to jump all the way up super high because you're going to land and then start the next part pretty quickly. So what I do is I just go up and then it lands by 8 and then they're going to go into the na-na-na-na part with the footwork as well. Okay, so that 8 count, let's review that 8 count again too. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. Okay, so now we're just going to review just the chorus and starting from the jump in the beginning. So we're here on 7, so you're ready for the jump. You jump, land with your hands on your thighs, then come up, stop again, and then hand circle and stop, then jump and kick. Then you're going to step and turn your knee, bring your arm back, then run, step back, and then spin to the left, then you end, bend over, and you'll flip your hand, and then flip out, then punch, wind up, and scoop down. Then you wait, and then you run twice. Then your hands go up, hands go down, or you wind up, throw, step, then you'll flourish and raise your leg, do a small hop. So with counts, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. And now let's put that with music as well, starting from 80% speed. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and.
Okay, and then now we're going to move on to the post-chorus. So this is where they do the na 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 part again, and here we're going to be following Hyunjin. And then at first, only Hyunjin, Jisung, and Sungmin are dancing in this part. And so for the arms for this are going to be the same as for the intro. So if you skip the intro part, basically your hands are going to be in guns, and you're just going to do right, and then left crosses over, then right comes up, and then left comes up. So those are the 4 hands, and then while they do that, their legs are basically they're going out and then in, out and in. So that's kind of like the easy version. If you watch Hyunjin and Sungmin in the dance practice, they're actually lifting their toes and their heels up as well. So I'll try and teach that just because it looks cool, even though it takes a lot of practice. And so basically, you'll land, and then right away you're going to lift your left foot up and your right heel up, like this. And so if you want to kind of break it down, your left foot is going to go up, down, and then your heel comes up, and then your toes come up. So you're always doing like this, and then while you do that, your right foot is doing the other way. So your heel comes up, then your toe, then your heel. And so what that looks like, it looks like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you just kind of do that for 4 beats. And you just want to kind of think your toe and your heel are always pointing in the same direction. So my left toes and my right heel are both pointing towards the left, and then now my left heel and my right toes are pointing to the right. So you can kind of think of it that way. I would just break it down foot by foot and then put it together. And then while they do that, they're doing the arm movements. And so usually for me, I just focus on my feet a lot because that's probably the hardest part of this whole tutorial. And then the arms just kind of do a little follow because they're a lot easier. And then also, since this comes up right after a jump, on 8 and, you kind of land on 8 and then I would land with your weight is already on your left heel, and then your right toes on the ground. So if you land, jump, and then your right away go into this motion. And again, if it's too hard for you to get the heel-toe thing with the feet, you can just try and do your best, or you can just do your feet out and out in. So then that will look like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Something like that. We jump, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then on 5, their hands are going to turn out and go towards the corners. And while they do that, they'll take 4 steps back. So left, right, and then also kind of do body rolls as they do that. So it's going to look like 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you watch Hyunjin, he does a lot of grooving and body rolls. So you just kind of feel the music. And then the body rolls, you'll just kind of go to the left first, then the right, left, and the right. And then that's 5, 6, 7. On 7 and, your right hand will bend in. Then on 8, you'll switch, so your left bends in. On 8 and, they're both out. So it's 5, 6, 7, and 8 and, like that. And your body will also be facing kind of a little bit towards the right here as well. And then after this part, then they're going to go down to the knees and then do this part again. So just take 4 steps, and they'll change formation. And then just do knee, then cross, then chest, then clap. And then after that, they're going to jump to their feet together, and their hands are going to the waist like this. And then this is going to start the wave of the kicking. For us, we're going to jump here on 5, kick on 6, and then back on 7. And when you kick, your head will kind of look up, and you kick with your left foot. And then back down. And then just moving on real quick since this is almost done. Then they're going to do the other wave of the little hand movements. And so for us, since we're following Hyunjin, we're just going to wait here for 2 counts, and then on 3, you're going to have your hands circling around your head, and you can kind of move your hips as well. And they all do different things. You're just kind of feeling the music and just freestyling. And your hands can go in the same direction, or they can go in different directions. They all do different things. And so this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then on 8, your hands will come to your belt area, and you'll bend down. And then they're going to do another formation change and take 4 steps into their new formation, and we're still following Hyunjin here, and then jump into place on 5. And then when they jump out, this is going to be going into Hyunjin's first, so your hands can still be on your belt, or they can be down your sides. Hyunjin has just his left hand on his belt, and his right hand is down. So now we're just going to walk through the post-chorus, since it's pretty short, and just mainly the beginning part is the hardest. So we jump, land, and then go right, left, right, left, and then you groove, 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 and then right hand in, left hand in, both out, and then you hit your knees, cross, chest, clap, and then together, and kick, and then down. And then you wait here, then you're going to groove like this for a few counts, then jump down, then take 4 steps, and then you jump out. And then so let's do the post-chorus with counts now. 0, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then let's do that with music from 80 to 90 to 100% speed. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so then now we're going to move on to Hyunjin's part of verse 2. And I included this just because it has the killing part of the choreo that they emphasized a lot in the intro episode. And so throughout this part, we're going to be following Hyunjin. So we're jumping into here on 5, and then we wait here on 6, and on 7, 8, this is where Changbin sings his line. And then so you're going to look up, and then to the left. And when you do that, your heels kind of raise up, and then you kind of land towards the right. That's 7, 8. And then on 8 and, your hands will raise up towards the front. And then they're in fists because you're getting ready to hit down. So on 1, you hit down, kind of shoulder level, and you're hitting on a table. And then this is where they start to do the chest rolls. So they kind of roll with their chest to the left, and they also use your shoulders. So it might be easier to just rotate your shoulders and then let your chest roll naturally. And so when you're doing the chest rolls, you want to kind of keep your fists around the same level. So not moving them too much up and down, but try and keeping them around the same place. And they also bend their knees a little bit when they do that. And Hyunjin kind of leans back so that it's easier to see the roll. So that's 8 and 1, 2. And then after every 2 counts, your legs are also going to do a quick shuffle. So maybe 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, like that. 1, 2, and 3, 4. And then on 4 and, your fists will kind of come up to be vertical. And so you're getting ready to hit in. So 4 and on 5, your fists will hit in and then kind of come out like this. And then you do another chest roll. So here you roll on 5, 6, and then on 7 you do another step, left, right. And then on 8 and, your hands will kind of throw up. So right and then left. So let's just review those 2 counts. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and. Then Hyunjin, Chan, and Felix are going to do a spin to the left. And so you get down on the ground with your knee, your right knee is down on the ground, and then you turn to the left, and then your right knee will come up, like that. And this whole spin lasts 4 counts. So it's like 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just want to be here by 4, facing the right side. Then on 5, they'll get up and face the front again. On 5 and, your hands will raise up to the front. And while you do that, you'll also step towards the back. Then on 6, your hands will come down to be flat around your shoulders. And then on 7, your hands will cross and throw towards the front, make an X and come down. And then when you do that, you also bend your knees as well. So you throw on 7, and then on 8, your elbows will kind of come out with your fists down, and you'll step onto your left leg, and your right leg is kind of getting ready to kick up. Because on 1, 2, that's where your right leg will kick up, and then bend down to get ready for the powerful part. So this is 8, and then we're going to kick, and while you kick, your fist will punch up towards the front, keep going above your head, and then land on 3. So it's 8, 1, 2, and then on 3, your right leg will step down, your hands will end up on your thighs, and then your head will also be tilted towards the left. Then you're just going to kind of move towards the right, and your elbows start bent, and then by the time you get to the right, they're kind of more straight. And you also want to raise up your left toes like that. So 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then on 7, 8, you're going to switch. So your body's going to be towards the left, and your head is going to be tilted all the way to the right, and then you raise your right toes up. And so if you listen to the lyrics, we're going to land down when Hyunjin says way, and then you move to the right, and then on the second way, you'll switch and move to the left. And then we're almost done. This is 7, 8, and then on 1, you're going to do 3 syncopated steps to match the bass. So it's 1, 2, and 3, 4. So on 1, you step down with your right, then you'll swivel and step down with your left, and swivel again, and step down with your right. And then after 4, you'll just step back, left, right, and your arms will push down to your sides. So now let's just review all of that together, the whole verse. So you jump here on 5, then you look to the left, and then you raise your arms and fists, and you hit down and chest roll, and shuffle and chest roll again, and then shuffle and hit your arms in, and then shuffle, and then throw, and then you're going to spin towards the left on the ground, and then get up, and then step back, arms down, and you throw and then down, jump, and kick and punch, and then land, and move, and then go to the other side, and then you step, and then jump. So now let's do Hyunjin's verse 2 with counts. So that was 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. And then for Hyunjin's verse 2, we're just going to go from 90 to 100% speed, just because there's not a lot of really fast moves, and it's kind of harder to do this part slower.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Alright, so that's everything for this tutorial. Now let's just go from the pre-chorus, chorus, post-chorus, and verse, connecting it all together with counts, and then we'll learn it all with music. And the intro is separate, so if you want to review that, you can go back using the timestamp to review just that. Okay, so it counts from pre-chorus. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, da, 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 da. Yay, so now let's add music to that.
5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
가면 돼.
인정하기 싫지만 옆을 보게 되잖아. 앞서간다고 먼저 가는 건 아냐 baby. 저 멀리 보고 take your time. 조급할 필요 없어 my baby. 비교 따윈 하지마. 천천히 달려도 괜찮아. 나의 길을 따라 my life. 급한 맘 내려놔. 난 보고 달려가.
Ready?
Let's go. Just stay in my lane.
아, 근데
또 남을 쳐다봐. 그리고 나를 봐. 뭔가 나보다 하나씩은 더 잘난 것 같아. 왜까